Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. On my continuing Openshot tutorial series, today I'm going to be going over a question that I get a lot of. Now, all my Openshot tutorials are actually all done in Linux. It is available on Windows and Mac as well, so I really do not do anything outside of the Linux platform. However, this one question is specifically for people on Windows, and the question is how to set up the Blender and Inkscape path within Openshot. Now the thing is, if you did want to learn how to do this in Linux, I will leave that in the description area below. So if you are using Linux, you don't know how to set this up, you could go there to learn how to do that. So let's go ahead and go into Windows and I'll show you how to set this up. And so the first thing you obviously want to do is download these programs. Download Openshot, Blender, and Inkscape. And like I said, it is available on all platforms. So once you've done that, go ahead and install all the programs. Now the thing is with Blender, since I am running this in a virtual machine, it doesn't actually start because I need to set up some 3D hardware acceleration, and that's a little tricky to do that in a virtual machine. But this is what would happen if it actually tried to start, okay? I just wanted to put that out there. And so on your machine, you shouldn't have any problem starting it, unless you're in a virtual machine like I am. So whenever you bring up Openshot, everything is pretty much exactly the same as it is in Linux. And so the interface and the settings are the same as well. So if I go here to edit preferences, what you're going to see is the path is already defaulted to Blender and Inkscape. However, it won't work the way it is right now. Let me show you. So if you go here to title and go to title, this will bring up a title you could put on your video, but when you go to use advanced editor, it will try to bring up Inkscape. And so since the path is not set yet, it doesn't know where it is to execute it. And similarly for Blender, if you try to do an animated title, let's just go ahead and choose this. It would tell you that you need to set the path for Blender. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and go to your C drive. And we're going to set these paths. So the first one you want to go is your program files, Blender, right there. And there's the executable. Okay, so what you can do is just right click, go to properties. You could copy this entire path. Okay, copy that. So go back to Openshot, to preferences. Then here, just paste the path. Make sure you put a backslash right here. And then, this is very important, make sure you put .exe. Okay, now similarly, let's do the same thing for Inkscape. So we'll go to the Inkscape folder. There is the exe. Right click, go to properties, copy this path. And we'll do the same thing for Inkscape. And then backslash .exe. And it's very important that you get this correct, otherwise it won't see the path. So you'll close it and just go back to edit preferences, make sure that's saved. Looks correct. So let's go ahead and try it again. The first thing is, let's go ahead and try the title. Choose advanced. And you see that there's Inkscape, and there it is. It'll bring it up in Inkscape. So you close without saving. Okay, so we're now going to do the same thing for Blender. Go to title, go to animated title. Let's choose that again. And like I said, this isn't a virtual machine, so it doesn't work 100%, but as you can see now, this shows up. So anywhere I go, it'll show up. So what it's trying to do is bring up Blender, but as you can see, unlike before, it didn't give me that warning, and it shows you a preview of the actual animated title as well. So if Blender was working in this virtual machine, this thing should be animated. And so that's simply how you set up the whole Blender and Inkscape path for Openshot within Windows. And everything else, once you get this set up, everything else should be the same. And so if you watch the rest of my tutorial videos, I do have a playlist for that. I'll leave that in the description area below. You should be able to follow everything else and it should work. And so if you had any thoughts on anything that I talked about today or any other questions, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/Geek Outdoors. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you actually wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then join my Go Content Creators group where you would get access to 30 free videos and more continuing content for all their creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is all of this is free. All you have to do is simply go to the link below, head over to our page, and join my Go Content Creators group. Thanks a lot, and I will see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com. And I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.